Hello, everyone, and we are back from our break. We are playing Dungeons and Dragons. I'm here with the Gamebreakers crew. We're playing 5th edition in the Tomb of Annihilation module. We were on a short break, and now we continue forward. So, we have the crew here in the green, billowing smoke pouring out of this cauldron. Wayne is perched on the ceiling.
Even further, the portable hole in the ceiling.
Mm-hmm. And Azaka up on the stairs here, and the berserkers have spread themselves around the room.
Oh, can we douse the lights? Maybe except for like a candle or something.
Well, there's a fire under the cauldron, and there are some uh, continual flames set in the walls.
All right.
Alex
I'll
is
just
going to
be
try and pry those out. Can they be removed? Is the continual light in the wall an item?
It is a feature of the wall there. Seems to be carved into a holder for this flame, but not something to like pick up and necessarily take with you.
all right. I'll just go exactly in the shadow. You said there's a cauldron on the fire. I'll go exactly in the shadow of the cauldron.
Yep.
Oh, the lunatic should also be in here.
Okay.
Oh, I think I can add him. Hold on. Victory.
We have broken by the cage. I assume the fox is still in the in your sleeve with you.
Yeah.
All right.
Are you going to pretend to be Chippy? Like hide in the cage?
Who, me?
Yeah, sneak attack.
Sure, yeah. I will.
Chippy says, "Do you want an illusion?"
Well, we'll see how good my stealth here is. Got a 21. Or no, I'm sorry, a 19.
To get hidden. Is that right?
Going for hidden.
Okay.
Oh, you're all, by the way, still blessed from the last fight, or from the last casting. It's a 1 hour spell, if I remember correct. Oh, it might be 10 minutes. Let me look that up. One minute. Sorry, it's the potion that lets me do it.
Ah.
So never mind. Carry on. So if we can't get the kids to say the name, I have an idea. Have you ever played charades?
Strawface stands up. I'm afraid to say the name because it would get their attention.
Yeah.
But if you promise to get us out of here, and Straw Bundle looks to Broken and holds up her hand. Pinky promise. You're here to rescue us.
Absolutely. I'll stick out my pinky.
And they all hold up their hand and reach out and touch your pinky. And when they
They're
touch,
ready in action.
there's a surge or a glow that you feel overcome you, and as that happens, you know instantly what this is. And it reminds you of the Chwinga when they gave you a charm, because it seems that these have also bestowed a charm on you. With Straw Bundle's charm, you can cast Etherealness 3 times. And with No Face charm, you don't need to eat, drink, or breathe while carrying. And while you're carrying Joho, the stuffed monkey unicycle, you have the benefit of the comprehend languages, like the helm, and will last for 7 days.
7 days. Wow. And that's for who?
These 3 dolls that you carry, they give Roken this with your pinky promise.
Sweet. Well, thank you. And all right, let's say it real loud. Or you can tell it to us, and then we'll say it real loud.
Yeah, you should dive back in the bag of holding. We just,
You won't even be on the same plane. I don't think.
Nope.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the Tomb of Annihilation channel for you, so you can see those charms. And I will pin that. There you go. And with that, the doll leans close and motions you to lean down close to the opening and whispers, "Widow Groat, Peggy Deadbells, Baggy Nana."
Thank you.
And then you see all 3 of them dive into the sack of gold coins and jewels and other treasures that you've accumulated and bury themselves underneath, clearly afraid.
Could you put them in the chat? Because I wrote down one and then immediately forgot the others.
Oh, of course. But your character has the names. But yes, I will get that.
Widow Groat. Okay, so I'm hiding, so someone else should do the honors. Or I know I can think it to you guys, so I will think it. Right? We're still connected.
I can hear it, says Tim.
Yeah, I don't think we've done it recently. Done the the thought thing recently, but
Yeah, I'll do it, Tim.
Right, I will whisper it to Tim so that he can yell it, so that I don't give up my position.
And Tim comes and stands adjacent to the cauldron and yells out, "Widow Groat, Peggy Deadbells,
What are the time, man?
Baggy Nana."
Shit.
Kind of looks around, takes a couple paces, holding his staff that you bestowed him. A tense 12 seconds pass.
I'm gonna think to Tim.
The berserker changes space, turns around, kind of holds the great axe.
Hold. Gonna think to Tim. Hey, try messing with their fire. I don't know. Do Slod pee? Can you pee onto their fire? I don't know. Or put some water on it. Try. Maybe you have their attention now. Start messing with their stuff.
He puts a foot on it and kicks the cauldron over.
Dude.
Uses the staff to sweep away the burning bits. Some smoke disperses about the room. Kind of stamps some of them out. A half minute has passed. A few embers still burn, but he's smacking them around and stepping on them. A minute.
Try calling the names again.
And while he spoke them loudly, this time he yells them with vigor. Widow Groat, Peggy Deadbells. Kind of steps over. Baggy Nana.
Insult them.
Your magic fire's dumb. It's not a fire anymore. He whacks the cauldron with the staff.
Tell him you're here to make a deal. You've got stuff to trade.
I want to make a trade. A deal. And then he bangs on the cauldron again. Sticks the staff inside and rings it back and forth like a bell. A second minute has passed as he walks around kicking stuff and yelling.
I remain a patient hunter.
If Chippy has time, he's going to cast control flames to douse any remaining flames in the cauldron area.
Okay.
And if he continues to have time, he's going to sort of experiment on. He's going to try to see if he can use control flame to darken the continual light spells, but it probably won't work. He knows it's not going to work, but just sort of playfully, he's going to try.
Well, your Arcana tells you that you can still, like, cover them.
So that's probably at least 2 actions there. So if he has more time, he'll try that.
And another minute passes. 3 minutes. The flames are gone. Tim goes over to a workbench and grabs some piece of leather and goes and throws it over a continual flame. And it's just a little bit darker. Tim goes and finds some things to cover up 2 more of them. A 4th minute passes.
I. Hey, Roken, will you take a look in your bag of holding and make sure the night hags didn't go there?
Okay.
Make sure they didn't get summoned to the location of the doll.
Sure. How you guys doing in there? I open it.
There's a rummaging of coins, and the straw doll pops its head out. Are they gone?
Well, they haven't come yet. We find it suspicious.
I don't know what that means.
Okay. You can go back. Thanks.
And it ducks back under the coins. And a straw hand comes up and grabs one of the cards and pulls it back underneath.
All right. So backup plan. We send the berserkers into one room after another. I mean, we could start with the big room if you want. I wonder if we can.
Good.
Well, so if we unlock the doors, then Valindra could just show up and do whatever she wants because it's already unlocked. Do you think we could relock them somehow? I mean, do they work like a normal key where you just relock them?
I have no way to know that.
Maybe we should have berserkers bust down doors. Totally come your mind. I'm not, maybe the hags ran into our enemies and have been killed. It's also a possibility.
They rush up to the doors.
Which one should we start with?
Climbing up onto the balcony.
Or do we have a veto? Do we have another plan?
All right, go for it.
I still have a ready to action. That's all.
I was thinking as many berserkers as possible into the same room to just kind of overwhelm whoever's in there rather than one each. Does that make sense? I mean, at least 2 or 3 of them, so that if there's somebody in there, that they won't be one berserker. Or, I mean, I guess we could do it. I mean, if you line it up, then a couple of us could get projectile shots through the doorway, right?
Well, waiting doesn't seem to be doing anything.
Break the doors. Break the doors.
Looks like we're going west. I'm in favor. Northwest or southwest? Anybody?
Just pick one.
The berserkers yell out. We await the green one's command.
Oh yeah, the lunatic will go ahead. Top left door.
They point here.
Yeah. That one.
Well, the first one gives a boot to the door, which flies open, and they rush inside. And you hear sounds of metal and glass, almost like a chime or a bell, something ringing. And then after about 18 seconds of that, they come back out. Doors open. Got a stupid glass thing inside. The one in the front says, I hit it a bunch of times. It's not regular glass. So, Alex, Chippy, got the perception in there. So, you enter into the room and you see in front of you there seems to be a glass cylinder, floor to ceiling, about 5 feet wide. And it's filled with light. Doesn't seem to be apparent what the source of the light is. It's all glowing inside. There is a tiny triangular hole cut through the glass, about 5 feet off the floor. Inside, which you see clearly, there's an iron lever set into a metal plate on the floor.
All right. That looks like it could be fun later. She's going to go out and shut the door behind her. And of course, tell everybody else what she saw.
And we'll continue counterclockwise.
Moving to this next one, the one in the front grabs the doorknob and opens it and rushes in. And you hear cheers. And the rest of them pile in there too.
I will position myself so that I can see into the room.
And as the sounds of, metal and ceramic begin clanking, peering into the room, you see a thin hallway with, at the end, seems to be some tables just piled high with foods, of which these berserkers are heartily devouring.
Oh,
They'll be fine.
uh,
There is also a figure. There's a low mumble, human speech. You can hear bits of common, but you can't quite make out the conversation from here.
I'll wait to see what they do.
And
Alex is listening at the door. Broken
yes,
too,
please
apparently.
help yourselves. Yes, the voice picks up as you approach. Inside, you see a gaunt human male in a dusty black suit. And he seems to be handing desserts from the tray to the berserkers who are heartily devouring. He turns and looks to the door and points, motions you in. Opponent broken.
Greetings. Who are you? We are adventurers. Can you mute Thomas? And we, do you need help?
No, I prepared a feast. I was told there would be company. Looks like I was right to prepare a feast indeed. And then he turns and picks up a plate from the table behind him. Are you interested in an iced cake? Offers a treat your way.
I'm okay. Thank you. What are you doing here?
Oh, well, I typically tend to things, but today I was cooking. What are you doing here?
Saving the world.
Nods. Certainly deserving of a treat, and approaches the front.
Are you free to leave?
Of course. Why wouldn't I be?
Not everyone we've met in this place has been.
That's awful.
Indeed.
And as this figure approaches to the front, Wayne sees not a humanoid male. You you see what looks to be an animated scarecrow.
Okay.
Any arcana or history from Wayne to tell us about
Oh.
those things? They are quite tasty. He steps back. I've had a few myself, and there's so many. He starts eating one of the iced cakes.
Do you mention the what you know?
Yeah, when he walks back away from you, I'm going to whisper it. Hey, that's an animated scarecrow that is polymorphed into a dude. I wouldn't eat anything.
All right, thank you.
Hey, ask if he knows where there's like a lever or something, or some way to get a thing open. Right? That the other room has a lever in it. Is there a lever?
Are there
A switch?
any,
A
are
dial?
there any switches in here or levers?
Yes. You must be talking about the access to the door. Yeah, each of these rooms has one of the access points. There's one in here.
Yeah, could
I
you show
haven't
us?
seen it used though, so couldn't tell you where it is. I
Hmm.
don't go in the nursery.
The what now? Then this time, it's just like from the portable hole, Wayne's like, excuse me, the what now?
The
Well,
nursery.
is that the next room?
Yeah, that's where the hags do their work in there.
Are you talking like a plant nursery or like a baby nursery?
Well, as you know, hags are just obsessed with babies.
Ah,
Yeah. Yeah, that's where they're trying to birth the god, the death god thing.
yeah, great. Gross. Great, thank you.
Will anybody else want some? Got some roast boar. At this point, some of the smells of the room are starting to reach those.
Um, I've recently become a good berrytarian.
It's a delicious aroma of spiced meats.
I bet it is.
Kana walks over. Well, I don't have any provisions, but it does smell nice. Can't we take a rest? A break?
I mean, I gave you a good berry. You should be cool.
Yeah, but that smells so good.
That's why I know it's bad.
Let's follow me.
uh the I can't wait to see how this works out. The lunatic will instruct the berserkers to search the room thoroughly.
They stand up from their space, carefully putting down their plate and draining their flagon of frosty beer, and then put their hands on the walls and start tapping around.
Help each other, give each other teamwork. You're looking for
And this continues for several minutes.
a whole bunch of intelligence rolls. I bet they're definitely stacked in intelligence.
And after a few moments of this, they're like, there's a bunch of food in here.
Yeah, there is. All right, next room, boys.
Okay. They sound genuinely displeased as they make their way out. And then head onward. And open the door and go into the next room. No one in here. They clamber out. Roken, you want to give me a perception check as you...
Yeah. Um, 21.
So what you see in this room here seems to be candles on a stand, or bench, table, piece of furniture, 6 candles, and what looks like a mirror has some cracks in it. Additionally, there is some writing on the mirror. And on the wall above the mirror, large words. Piggy, piggy, piggy.
Huh. I hate that. Something weird's going on in this room.
The barbarians rush forward into the next room. And then they come back out. Nothing in there. And then they head up. And they back out. There's a bunch of paper flying around in there.
Hmm.
It's like a windstorm of pages.
Bizarre.
And then they run down to the green door and try prying it open and whack it a couple of times.
Oh no, guys, we don't want that one. That one's good. We're- uh, I stand by. We'll start trying to poke at things. Maybe something will get summoned.
All right, so Alex is going to start one by one with the boringest rooms, just going in and looking around for lever or whatever.
Okay. I see Alex down in here, right? Is that where Alex is here? Yeah. I see Broken is still over here. Someone give me up. All right, there's a perception. So Alex, taking a look around, you see this room, stone, plaster walled, about 15 foot tall. There's a tome on a wooden lectern. And then there's kind of grisly looking decorations. It looks like 8 human skeletons are set into the wall. They look like they're falling and screaming.
To be clear, are they like artistic depictions, or do they appear to be actual skeletons?
It looks like skeletons set into the wall.
So I don't want to become one of those, I think.
Yeah, ideally not.
All right, so we got a bunch of different riddles to figure out again, huh?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Are you muted, Thomas?
Oh, I was muted. What was up in that top right one?
Before the berserkers had said like paper in a windstorm.
Okay.
And Alex, taking a look around, and this room is filled with flying sheets of parchment. There's writing on the pages visible. And there's a metal plate bolted to the far wall, set with
Can
a
she
ghostly looking lever.
try to catch a couple pages?
If you want to try to catch a page, give me a DC 10 dex check. All right.
Already in action.
It's a spell. Looks to be a second level spell of to be determined.
I know a rabbit that would be a lot better at this particular task than me. She's going to carry that one out as bait to sucker him in here.
But
Okay.
let's focus on the lever, though.
Do we want to start pulling him?
Might as well.
Okay, so what we know so far, the one in the top left corner looks like maybe it requires a triangular key to open the glowing glass thing to reach the lever. This one is ghostly, so we got to find somehow to make it. I don't know. Alex is just going to see if she can touch it.
Okay. So Alex alone in the room, right? Yeah.
Actually, no, I think Chippy's going to go into the hallway because he's fascinated by the idea of spell scroll things flying around.
All right. Grabbing more or yanking levers or what? Who's doing what?
I still have a ready to action.
All right. Alex goes to the lever and You see a lever set into the wall. It looks to be carved from bone.
Um, Chippy's gonna say, "Wait a minute," and look at the page that she handed him. Does he recognize what spell it is?
Yeah, it's a second level spell of to be determined.
Arcana check, or he? I guess he could cast Identify.
You reckon? I mean, you could try studying it here if you want to spend some time with it. I don't mean
Did
to
it take?
learn it, just to figure it out. Yeah,
That would take a while, though.
spend like a minute reading over it. We'll put it together.
Yeah, maybe not. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna ready an action. And if something terrible appears to happen to Alex, he's going to be ready to cast Vertex Warp to teleport her out of there and back into the main room behind him. Although he understands that this may not actually work the way he hopes it would.
Okay.
But it may at least get her away from the danger if that's what happens.
Okay. Chippy's ready. What's Alex do?
She's gonna first with a I don't know, let's say the corner of her cloak. She's just gonna kind of try and touch the lever to see if it's solid. Does it appear to be solid?
Well, it has a kind of ghostly appearance in that I can kind of see through you, and your cloak passes through it. And knocks a few pages around as they're swirling about the room.
So she'll try again with her hand. Same story.
Same answer.
Can't touch it. All right. Yeah. Maybe some other thing. All right, that didn't work. So she's going to try and catch another page and hand it to Chippy on her way past him in the going out.
Make a dex check. And
21.
you grab another page.
So Chippy's going to take his 2 pages and sit down right there and start studying whichever one looks higher level. And Alex is going to come out and see what other people are doing. Maybe look at a different room if no one else is.
Go ahead and make some Arcana checks there. I need a 12 and a 16.
Is that 1 per minute, I guess? 1 for each scroll?
Uh-huh. So Wayne goes and checks out this other room. Chippy, you've finished like looking over this spell. It's a 6th level spell. You recognize the spell. Fragon will fill you in with what spell that is later.
His second roll is a critical fail, though, at a 15, so apparently that one doesn't work.
Amusingly, it's still good enough because we don't fail out on a skill check, which is a 2nd level spell. of a spell that you recognize named to be determined. I'll tell you later. We'll figure it out. Wayne, during this time, you go into this room and we get this scene which we were told of before. Right? There's this floor-to-ceiling glass cylinder. There's a lever inside. There's a small triangle cut into the glass.
And how far is it from the triangle to the lever?
It's like 5 feet off the ground.
The lever or the hole?
The
Both.
lever is flat on the floor. The hole is set at 5 feet off.
Oh, it's like, okay. Got it. All right, I'm gonna try something. We'll see if it works.
Cylinder is full of light, but there doesn't seem to be a light source.
How big is the hole? So it was a triangle hole, right?
Indeed, it is tiny.
Like creature designation tiny, so like cat size.
Yeah, you could put your fingers in there, maybe a hand.
Oh, I was thinking tiny as in like medium, small, tiny, diminutive. So it's not like a cat-sized hole. It is a few inches. It's not tiny as in D&D size category. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but if I can
Like
fit a few fingers
a
in.
cat could crawl through there, yeah. You could put your fingers in there, you could put your hand in there. Yeah.
Oh, so Alex could just go in.
Alex is tiny.
Yeah. Let me try this first in case there's like evil in there. I'm gonna put my rope of entanglement, gonna poke it through the hole,
Okay.
and then point at the lever and say, "Get it."
All right.
Now it's a creature that's usually the target. I don't know if this will work.
Yeah, we don't got a creature here, so
I didn't think so. I just didn't know if the rope might figure it out anyway. All right. Well then, step 2. I'm gonna take my lasso.
mm-hmm.
And now and just gonna try and do like a dangle grab.
All right, making a lasso, I think, is that more of an athletics? Probably. Yeah. Seems ropes. Show me an athletics check.
Could I maybe sub in dexterity for strength? This is it's more in the wrist.
Trying to do a dex check to land it.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Let's see here. Just a minute.
Actually, you know what? It's the same with my gauntlets. It's the same. So, I'm still heroic, I believe. Let me know when an hour has ticked off from the. It'll happen at about the same time as the berserkers go. So,
All right.
do I have anything that'll give me advantage? Okay. 23.
Okay. A 23 is going to be good enough to get the rope around the lever.
And if I just pull, like, is that leverage going to do it, or am I going to need to hoojum this?
You know, pulling it forward since the lever is also, pointed this way, it might stick on or it could pull off. If you had a way to push the rope in so it was past the lever back and
Yeah.
had something kind of pull on. You
Hey,
got some.
hey, Roken, can I get a mage hand over here? I just need a fulcrum point over on that far side. You see what I'm doing here? Just levering the. Yeah.
Of course, Broken thinks, why not mage hand the lever?
If it's a magic device, it won't work.
I mean, give it a shot before I
No.
try. No,
Sure.
no. Just do it. It's cool. Like, we don't have to do this the ranger way. Go give it a shot. If it works on this one, it'll work on lots of them. We can go try it on the phantom one too.
I'll try it on the lever.
So you apply the mage hand and you feel that it has enough weight to it that it's beyond the mage hand's lifting ability,
Okay.
but not that it's, unactivatable.
Okay.
So back to the fulcrum. We'll just have you pin the rope against one side and give it the right angle to give it a yank.
And with the two of you working together, you're able to use the rope to pop the lever up. There's a sound from the southern door. You hear Kajma call out, "Hey, the triangle just opened." And that band of seals that we talked about, it looks like one of those seals has recessed back into that triangle shape. So it's now accepting. It's now a key slot.
Yeah, not doing that. Not putting a key in there.
And on that note, we'll go ahead and pause and tune into the same channel next week. So hopefully our adventures continue to solve these puzzles and don't get eaten by T-Rexes or something. And hopefully you all enjoyed it at home. So hit the like button if you liked it, subscribe to see some more, and hit up our Patreon to help us do it better next time. And until then, have a good game.